Morning, Neil.
Hi.
Injury news first of all, ahead of trip to Stoke this weekend.
Well, Delaney, he obviously was on the bench last week. I didn't want to really play him, if I'm honest. He'd only done a few days, but he's had a good week's training, so he'll be back in the squad. And apart from that, Ledley and Johnny Williams are both training now. You know, they're doing some running now, so although they won't be available, you know, they're on the way back, so hopefully they'll not be as long as we first thought.
And what's the mood in the camp like following that good point at White Hart Lane last weekend?
Yeah, it's been a good week. I think we've been playing quite well for a few weeks. I think apart from scoring goals, and you could see that they were quite buoyant this week in training. Had to hold them back a little bit, but that's a good sign. They're a good group.
Does that mean something you've been concerned about, the lack of goals lately? Do you feel as though you need to be a bit more clinical up front, need a bit more?
Yeah, I think we've known all along that we probably haven't got that clinical striker, but I think we've scored quite a few goals over the season. Really, we just seem to be in spurts. When we score, we get three. It's one of those things we've got to start putting a few of the sort of lesser chances away, and they would have earned us quite a lot more points.
Do you think in January you'll consider going into the market for strikers specifically? Do you think that's an area you'd like to strengthen?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, we've been looking now more or less since I came. I only came a couple of days before the window closed, so it was difficult really, and we managed to get MacArthur over the line. But other than that, it was difficult. But we've got to bring players in. Without knocking our players as well. They've got to be better than what we've got really, and it takes a lot of money to do that. Really, we've still got some good players, so it's just trying to find the 2 or 3 players that will add to the squad we've got to give us that little bit more in depth. I think the substitute bench a couple of times hasn't had a lot of players on for me to change a game. And I think we've got to look at that over the for the second part of the season, where we can look to influence the game by the substitutes.
And just on contract situations for a couple of players, Joel Lord and Damien Delaney, is there any progress or development in terms of renewals of their current deals? One of the press guys told me this morning that on Delaney's whatever it was, I don't know whether it's just Twitter or whatever. Instagram. He says he's agreed, so I'm sure they'll tell me eventually. Somebody at the club will tell me if Damien might. Unfortunately he can't tweet me, but no doubt he'll let me know. So that's good news if it is. He's an important player in the club on and off the field. He's one of our leaders, and it's good to tie him down. I think it's a reward for him as well. Joel, we've been talking since I came to the club, so we've been close a few times, not quite there. So hopefully we can get that done before Christmas. And how do you see the visit of Stoke this weekend? They're coming off the back of a great win against Arsenal. It's going to be a really competitive pitch.
Well, it always is. I think Stoke have got quite a lot of players. I quite admire a number of players in the side. I was looking forward to seeing Victor, but unfortunately he's injured. But I think Bojan. How do you say it, Bojan? He looks like a hell of a player, doesn't he? And I know Mark's enthused about him. But they've got others. Crouchy still does a good job, and Dufy and John Walters I've tried to sign him 2 or 3 times, John, over the years. He was in my office before he signed for Stoke at QPR, but we were in the Championship and they came in for him late, and off he went. He blamed his wife, said his wife wanted to live near her.
Just a word on Yannick Bolasie as well. He had that amazing bit of skill at White Hart Lane against Tottenham. Have you seen him do that kind of skill a lot in training? Is it something you expect from Yannick?
Well, I haven't seen it. I still can't quite see it now. I've looked at it in slow motion. I still don't see how he's done it. But he does things in training that you wonder how he'd done it. But he's that kind of player. He's done it since he was a kid. I don't think you can coach things like that. I think it's just natural. He's done it on the school, on the playgrounds and everything. And that's how you get your skill, I think. Practicing and things like that. And to see it come off on the highest stage was tremendous for him, and it shows how much confidence he's got at the moment.
How much of a blow will it be when he misses a few matches next year when he goes away for the African Cup?
Well, we've got a good. I think Jason showed on Saturday when he come back. He looked like he was back to his best. You know, he's had 2 or 3 weeks where he's been a little bit quiet, and I think that might be the run of fixtures we've had, and likewise, and the expectations. But I think now he looked like he was back to his best. So, and Wilfred's learning all the time about his defensive side of the game as well as the attacking side. So, you know, I think we've got quite options. We are looking to improve that area as well. But I don't know how many Yannick will miss. You know, I mean, they're probably third favourites in their group. So, you know, at the best he might only miss one game. It's, you know, looking at that, for best for us, not for his country, like. But you know, he could miss 3, which if he does, well, you know, I'm sure we'll be able to cope with it. It's like similar to Jedi Knight when he missed the Man United game. You know, I thought we did quite well at Man United in midfield without him that day.